Hey Leo, it's Goddess Puff, and this is your next 48 hours for June 12th to the 13th. All right, let's jump straight into it with an oracle card message for Leo for the next 48 hours, Spirit. Message for Leo for the next 48 hours. All right, let's see what's going on. What's going on? We have butterfly fragility. Try to move it down so you could see right here. Just right here. Yeah, that's good. It's good. We have magpie addiction. So someone's weakness here could be someone you're dealing with. Overall energy is hair, transformation. Yeah, you overcame that. You're overcoming that. Whatever addiction this is or weakness, you are transforming. I feel like right now you do feel like you're at a weak point, or a lot of you feel really strong though. It's like you feel, it's odd, it feels weird to say, but you're at your weakest and strongest at the same time, or at your most vulnerable and strongest at the same time. It's like because you're at a transformation, because when there's endings, there's new beginnings and vice versa. And right underneath this is glamour. So you're transforming into something better than your circumstances. A lot of you are overcoming a lot of things. Cycles, things that you couldn't let go of. People, places, things, habits, patterns that you couldn't let go of, that you felt weak to. You're at a very fragile state because you're in that metamorphosis state. You're at a point where you're changing and letting go of past things. Let's get into the specifics though. Let's clarify this for Leo. Clarify this message for Leo, please, Spirit. The last shuffle for Leo. These are a different type of cards. So I'm using leeches. I'm gonna read what it means though. I'm just put it right here so you can see it. Flavors. All right. And the overall energy is Kali. I love seeing Kali, that strong feminine energy. And whether you're male or female, non-binary, however you identify, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. The feminine is receiving and the masculine is taking action. I've been noticing a lot of feminine energy today, even though I only did one other reading. Kali is just like the Empress. All right. So let me read leches or leches. I like leches better. Leches. I'm going to learn how to pronounce it, but for right now, I'm going to just have fun with it. But let me get to the definition. Where does it? Here we go. Beware of taking personal campaigns to extremes. Alienating potential allies by forcing strong views on others in destructive ways. So someone may be doing this to you because you're, like I said, you're in a fragile state. You're in that chrysalis turning into a butterfly. Also, if you are at that butterfly state, butterfly wings are very fragile, very beautiful, but very fragile. If you touch it, it'll like fall apart. So someone may be, because you're at this point, this pivotal point where you're deciding whether or not you're going to stay on this course or go to something new. Repetitive cycles, addictions, and things of that nature. You're going to transform. I feel like you're going to choose to go to something new. But someone sees you at this point and they're trying to tempt you. So yeah, like I said, beware taking personal campaigns to extremes. Alienating potential allies by forcing strong views on others in destructive ways. So there could be someone coming towards you at this time as well, and you don't want to force your opinion or values on someone else because it's different from yours. I feel like this person may also provide you with a new outlook on life, as well as you doing that for them. I feel like the person you're going to encounter, I feel like it's a new person. You're going to be able to help each other through this time. You may be going through a similar thing, or this person may have already gone through this, and they're helping you through this. All right, so for flavors, focus on unlikely allies. Again, with the unlikely allies. People that we may distrust can be honest in certain situations. So for some of you, you know this person or you know this type. And I feel like they're going to teach you something about yourself Yeah. So this is someone you've definitely dealt with or a type you've dealt with before. And you're going to be looking at them through a new lens and new eyes. Don't be so quick to shrug this person off, but don't fall prey into, what they're used to. Don't be an observer. Be an unattached, detach and observe. Detach and observe this person because they're going to show you something. It's like those tactics that people use when someone's confessing, and instead of, when they're done talking, instead of saying something to fill that open air, don't say anything, because the brain or the person is just going to feel so awkward that they're going to have to keep talking, or they're going to feel the need to keep talking to avoid that awkward silence and pause. I forgot what that tactic is called, but I watch a lot of British murder mysteries, so I've seen it used a billion times. All right, so we have Callie. Yeah, I think it's Callie. Focus on feminine strength. Beware of judging powerful women harshly. So this is a strong feminine energy today, on this day. Okay, yeah, so focus on your feminine strength again. No matter how you identify, male, female, non-binary, whatever. Focus on harnessing that feminine strength, because we all have testosterone and estrogen. Because feminine is attracting things to you. And also beware of judging powerful women harshly. For my people, for my masculines out there. So if you're not used to working with feminine energies or someone who's very feminine, this is an unlikely ally that can show you something. And it couldn't even just be your feminine part of yourself. Maybe you push that side away. Maybe you're... For some of you, if you're used to dating extremely masculine men or people who put on that facade, maybe it's time to try someone who's in touch with their feminine side. Because a lot of times those men who are so focused on being masculine and stuff, they're out of touch with their feminine side, and they're trying to make up for what they lack in other places. Not saying always, of course. Those guys who are naturally masculine don't have to prove anything to anyone. They don't have to showboat. They don't have to do all that. But for the people, the masculines out there that you've encountered, you know who I'm talking about. The guys who gotta constantly prove that they're men. Those are the ones who you gotta watch out for. All right, so unlikely allies, and vice versa if you're used to people who are too feminine. But I'm feeling like this is for those of you who either deny that feminine side of you in favor of masculines, or you just surround yourself with guys who have to overcompensate. But let's clarify and see. Clarify this. Yeah, I feel like this is to do with a certain type that you're addicted to. A certain type of person. Clarify for my Leos. Last shuffle for my Leos. I feel like there's going to be someone who is feminine, and whether this is romance, family, friends, whatever, there's a very feminine energy here, whether they're male or female, an unlikely ally who you usually would distrust, this type, but they're actually going to help you. We have Temperance, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with the Sag or have it in your chart. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So this could be a family member or someone close to you. Eight of Swords. Yeah. Nine Swords. So remember, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So you're overthinking something that someone said or did. With the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, that's extreme anxiety, worry, sleepless nights, depression, overthinking. And then we have addiction here. So some of you could be dealing with addictions at this time. You may be at a fragile state because you're trying to kick it, going through withdrawals, whether that's drugs or it's a person or a relationship, toxic cycle, whatever it is. You're at a very pivotal point because you're going through withdrawals because you're trying to pull away from this person, place, or thing. And definitely call on your allies. Like they said, unlikely allies. Maybe you don't want to go to a support group because you don't want to be around people who are like you, or you don't want to come to grips for whatever reason. For whatever reason, you may not want to go to a support group, but that may be what you need at this time. It's like, I feel like you have this person in mind. You know who I'm talking about. There's a person here that you have in mind, in the back of your mind. You've been avoiding this person, or you've been like not wanting to be around this type of person for whatever prejudgments. And I feel like this is the exact person who will give you some type of advice or help you in this, because you're at a very a very, like I said, a pivotal point. You're at the crossroads where things could go into a new cycle with transformation, because you are pushing towards that. I'm telling you, call upon your nurturing feminine energy. There's someone around you who can really help you, someone you don't expect. And it could be a Sagittarius, an air sign, or I feel like a Taurus with this judgment card. Taurus or Libra. With the judgment card is the overall energy. Yeah, and the 10 of swords. You're kicking, and then 10 of wands. Yeah, 5 of pentacles. You're calling a judgment. You're making a judgment call on this person, place, or thing. You're not going back into that destructive cycle and pattern. I feel like there was a destructive cycle or pattern with, again, a person, place, or thing. And you're kicking that habit. And there's someone here who can really help you and give you some good advice to help you through this. Because I keep saying it, but you're like in the center. It's like you're at a crossroads. You can either go back and keep that cycle going, or you can go forward. I feel that you're going to go forward, but there is someone here who can help you when you're at your lowest point here. Definitely harness upon that nurturing energy. It could be a female or someone just has masculine energy. This person is going to help you break this cycle. All right. And for those of you who this doesn't resonate for, it just doesn't resonate for you. I feel like I'm speaking to certain types of Leos who are feeling really down about themselves. They're afraid right now. Even if you don't feel down about yourself, I feel like you're at a really important part of your life, and things are not going to be the same. You're transforming, and it's for the best. This is a really good reading, for regardless of what I've been saying this entire time. This is a really good reading. We've all been at this spot. It's going to look different on all of us, of course, but we've all been here. And this is one of the most beautiful times of your life where you're not going to go through the same shit again. All right. So that is your reading, Leos. If it resonated, don't forget to give me a like, comment, subscribe, or share. And send you peace, blessings, and love. Congratulations on your transformation. Namaste.